What's up guys, welcome back to my fortification and map guide part 4. The map we are having a look at today is Hamada. Hamada has 7 points on it, A to G. This map is pretty good for planes and tanks and of course snipers, a lot of open areas. So let's get into it and I'll show you guys what's up. So right here is flag A, as you can see. This place is pretty well fortified. There's a lot of sandbags cover that you can build. There's 2 levels of fortification here. One right by the flag, which is down there, and another up here, as you can see, overlooking the flag. There's an ammo box and a health station here that you can build. Also a couple turrets that you can build if you're a support player. Also a lot of tanks like to come through here. So if you're defending here, you want to be in an assault or have an assault with you. Point A is the closest point to the allies spawn, so you usually get tanks rolling through here trying to take A back before they move on to the next objective. So it's a good idea to have a way to deal with tanks, or even have your own tank here waiting for the allies tanks to come out. So up here is another fortification that you can build. This overlooks B, C and D. If there were people running over directly from there, you'd be able to see them up here. So it pays having one person up here defending you while you're down there protecting the flag. So this is point B, flag B. This point here is way more fortified than point A was. There's a lot more sandbags that you can use as cover because sandbags blocks bullets, but they do not block grenades. This area is a pretty big area, so it's hard to defend by yourself. I do not recommend defending it by yourself. So I'm just putting some sandbags down for some more cover. Also those barbed wire fences you can't climb over, but you can use the hatchet, that melee weapon, to cut through them. You also get a couple tanks rolling through here too, so just be wary if you want to defend this area. There's a lot of machine gun turrets that you can build up to, a lot of trenches that you can build. Right here is another entrance into B right here. If you just look across there, you can see A where we were just before. So if I ran directly from here to A, you'd be able to see me in that little fortification that I pointed out. So it's a good spot to defend, to fortify, to stop people from easily getting into B. Right here is another trench that you can build and hide in. A place to defend. Here's another entrance to B, coming from the side of D. So this is point C. This area is not too well fortified. There's these fortifications up here, but it's actually not in the zone. The main fortifications you got here is looking out to the beach here, out to this wide open area. See, all the way down there is G that you can actually drive from, but there's a lot of things to stop tanks from getting into C from this direction. Some sandbags over here too. So now this is D. This is a heavily fortified area. It's a very contested point too. A lot of people fight over D. It's probably like the main fighting area. Due to this bridge as well, this bridge is one of the only ways a tank can get across to D. So that bridge can get blown up and rebuilt and fixed again and fortified and all that. There's some machine guns up here looking both ways. Some more sandbags, and there's also some barbed wire fence on the outside. I'll just quickly show you some barbed wire fence right here. But these sandbags here can be climbed, so that's why there's barbed wire fence right on the outside of that. Honestly though, I wouldn't bother building all these barbed wire fences. It's more a waste of time than anything. You do get points for them, but you'll probably get killed before even finishing building those fences. You want to build the most important ones and to stop people from coming from certain directions that they might own. So if they're coming from C, you build on this side. If they're coming from B, then you build on that side. You fortify those directions that you think that they're going to come from. You don't want to waste your time. I'm only doing it right here, right now, to show you guys in this video. And you don't know how many times I got killed trying to do this. It didn't take me one game to make this video. So these right here, I forget what they're called. If anyone knows what they're called, please let me know down in the comments. I want to stop calling them things. So now we're at E, Echo, some more of these things. Yeah, I wish I knew what they were called. Some barbed wire fence to stop you from getting in there. There's always a way in there, but you know, it makes it harder. There's the bridge that leads to D. So you know tanks that want to come over here and try to get into E. Those things, whatever they're called, will stop them. Some fortification up here overlooking E. A pretty good spot to defend from. Another good spot to defend from is up here. Just showing you the area of E, so you can get your mind around it when you're playing. Not too far from E is F. You can actually run back that way and you'll make it to F, or you could go to G that way. You can easily see from the map right there. Here's a good spot to defend from using this machine gun. It's pretty good, pretty well fortified right there. So if I had a 4-man squad, I'd definitely have a sniper up here, a recon up here. I'd have a support on that machine gun that I showed you before in that little fortification area. I'd have a medic running around by the flag, running to each of our people, chucking them health. And I'd have our assault down there too, protecting the flag, or protecting an entrance where I think a tank might come from, or people might come from, infantry might come from. So that's E for you. Not too much fortification, a pretty open area. Here, right here is F. I came the back way through that little entrance there, just to show you guys some fortification. Not too much here, it's pretty basic and simple. Now this is where you'd fight infantry more than anything, unless you have tanks coming from G over there. That's an area for tanks to resupply at. This is the flag right here. And if you didn't already know, the closer you are to the flag, the faster you cap it. So those fortifications I built right by the flag would be good. Now I'm trying to block off every entrance they can get into here. Again, making it harder for them to cap the flag. You always want a squad with you. But I'm playing this game solo right now. My squad's offline. And I'm only here trying to make a video, so. So now that's F fully fortified. Pretty self-explanatory. Not much to say about F. And G is similar to C. There's barely any fortification here besides these trenches that you can find around. A lot of tanks like to come here, and I like to spawn from here, so I'd put down some mines if you have some. I'll just run around and show you guys the extent of the fortification here. See, right here is where you resupply tanks and stuff. This is the flag right there. This way is looking towards C, like I said before, that big ass beach. And that little entrance at C that we were blocking off for tanks and stuff, it's just across there. You can see it on the map. I have a trench for you. And then those barbed wire fences right there. If anyone's running over from C or any area really. But I wouldn't bother building them, as you know, it's not going to be used much. I just want to show you guys what it looks like. Right there you can see F. That's the closest point to G. So that's the end to my fortification and map guide. If you liked it, press that like button. If you dislike it, press that dislike button. It doesn't bother me. And if you want more like this, press that subscribe button and I'll be back for more. That's me, the Calm Kiwi, and I'll catch you guys later.